Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and in today's YouTube video I am going to be doing, this is my first ever video of this series. If y'all like it and if y'all enjoy it, I will continue it. Finishing every single book series I'm in the middle of. I'm so excited. I love watching these videos personally on YouTube when I see other creators make them, or just like, you know, keeping track myself just to see how many series I am and keeping up with it. I just find it so like, I don't know, just like relaxing, I guess. I don't know, I really like it. And so I said, well, why not make my own? So long story short, this video was supposed to be started filming on Saturday, so that way I could finish it for Saturday because I'm doing this for a whole week. That's not happening because it's currently Tuesday at 6 p.m. So basically, I missed a whole bunch of footage that I could have had for this video, but we are just going to ignore that and we're going to start over strong and fresh. So basically, I finished this book Monday. It's currently 6:23 p.m. I finished this book Monday and I'm really excited to talk about it because I gave it 4.5 stars and I really enjoyed it. And that book is Always and Forever, Laura Jean by Jenny Han. This is the third book in the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, and this book just really made my heart happy. I loved it. I loved the conclusion of Laura Jean's story. I love Laura Jean as a character, all her feelings, all her thoughts, everything. All of Laura Jean's thoughts, feelings, just everything about her personality, I just love so much. I loved her just like relationship throughout the book with Peter, the male love interest, and I loved, you know, seeing the conclusion with her sisters and her friends, and just, you know, because this is her senior year, so this is her like finding herself and starting over fresh, and just seeing her relationship with her dad, and just like the whole story I loved as it ended as an conclusion. The only reason I didn't rate it higher was I didn't get that 5-star feeling. Like, if a book is a 5-star, you know it's gonna be a 5-star. Like, there's just something about it that just makes it so magical that you know when it's a 5-star. And I didn't get that from this book. And then also, again, I found I've had the same problem with these books more than I have the Summer I Turned Pretty. I haven't had any problem with them, but this, the problem I've had is that it's too political in my opinion. And like, if you're somebody who doesn't pay attention to those things, it's not going to bother you. Or if you're somebody who doesn't understand those references, then it's not going to bother you. I myself personally am very involved in politics, and I like to know what's going on, and I like to, you know, like how to deal with things, and just I want to know what's going on in the world and just, you know, everyone's response to it. So if you don't notice those things, or the things don't bother you, then it's not going to bother you. But again, I just don't think politics at all should be in books. Like, to an extent, politics are okay, like the Hunger Games and then like Divergent and like Matched and stuff like dystopian reads is a completely different genre field, and politics in that sense are different, and politics of like your own creating of like in different books, like I know like Bride has politics. I'm trying to think of another. Scythe has politics. So just stuff like that is different. Anyway, just dystopian stuff and like topics is different than I think blatantly saying it in a book. If you are this side, that side, that side, I think that's completely different in my personal opinion. And I just don't enjoy that. So yeah, and this is the last book in the trilogy. There's no more, so this knocked off a series for me. So I'm going to put a picture up on the screen of currently what my list is right now for every book series I'm in the middle of, because I'm going to read it off of here. So currently right now I'm in the middle of 6 book series. I know that sounds like nothing. So right now I have Arc of a Scythe. I have 1 book, which is like an add-on book, so I've completed the whole like first trilogy. I have Throne of Glass, 1 book. I have to read Kingdom of Ash. The Darling Devils, it is a YA hockey romance series. The 2nd book just came out, and the 3rd book won't be released till next year. Crowns of Nyxia, which is like, I read the first one, but there's four more books. It's like a complicated thing. But there's four more books in that series, and then This Woven Kingdom, 4 books are out. There's one more coming next year, so 5 books in total. And then Carter Ridge, which is a hockey college romance series, I have 1 book left in that series. And so I 3 of these I only have 1 book left in, but I don't know, I don't really have that many series, and so now I'm starting to be like, well, maybe once I finish them I can start some new ones. But yeah, and then the next book isn't out, so these are 4 more series, but the next books aren't out. I have The Empyrean, which is the fourth Wing series. I have Boys of Tommen. Chloe has confirmed that we will get 2 more books, and then we will get them in their college years. Then we have The Rose Bargain. It's a duology, but the next book again comes out next year. And then the Lightlark Saga. The 4th book comes out December 2nd of this year, and then the next book we don't know when. So yeah, and currently right now, since it's Tuesday, I started the last book in the Carter Ridge series, which is Branded Hearts. Now, that book is currently not on Fable, and I filled out a request to put it on there. So if you follow me like on Fable, or like check my stuff on Fable, you're not gonna find it there. But anyway, it's currently not on Fable. Branded Hearts is, and this author is Sapphire Hale. I love all her books. The books that I've read by her so far, I read 3 of her books. I gave them all 5 stars. She somehow incorporates the title in the book, which I absolutely love, and I think it's great that she does that. Her romances are just super sweet and wholesome, and like, there's nothing wrong with them. I think they're great, and I think they're great palate cleansers, especially if you just read like Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas, or if you just read Iron Flame or Fourth Wing. I think that those are the type of books that you should read in between. They are longer romances. I mean, they're not like Lauren Asher long romances or Chloe Walsh long romances, but they are like 300 to 500 pages range. Anyway, the last book, Branded Hearts, is between, they're already an established couple, so I wasn't sure how I was gonna like that. So basically, we went into the book and they were already together, but they are long distance because the guy, his name is Caden. He is finishing out his last year at Kentucky and he wants to go pro for hockey. And then his girlfriend, her name's Winter, and she's pink hair. If you see the book on the screen, you would have already known that, but she is pink hair, and she works at his family's ranch back in Texas, because they live in Texas. And they had a super meet cute. There's a lot of representation in that book of Christianity and, staying true to Christianity and following Christianity. And personally, I really like that, because her books have talked about that or hinted at that, but it's never been flat out said to this book. And so I really like what she did with it. And so I'm really liking it so far. I didn't know how I was gonna like it since they're established, but it's because it's long distance and because there's multiple different plot lines going on, I find it interesting still. So I'm currently, I want to say I'm over 50% into it. I'm 165 pages in, and it's going so well so far. I really like it. Right now, if I had to give it a rating, I would say 4 stars, but there's still more than 100 pages left, so you just have to, I'm just going to have to wait and find out. So I will update you guys later with another update, obviously. But another reason why I haven't been filming, or why I said I was going to film and then I haven't been filming, there's this thing called One Tree Hill, and it's a TV show for those of you who don't know. And all TV shows can be like this, because You watch one episode. It's good. I want to watch the next one. You watch the next one. That's great. I gotta know what happens next. You watch the next one. Oh wait, now I'm on the season finale. Let me just go ahead and finish the season off. Good. Oh no, now I gotta watch the next episode. Now you're on the new season. And it all just kind of builds up and piles up. And that's all that's left. So basically, for the past 2-3 days, I have watched eight episodes of One Tree Hill, and I bought stuff for Black Friday. So I've had plans, and those plans have been with Nathan Scott. Anyways, so that's just why I haven't been filming, and I really do apologize for that. But I'm gonna do better, and it's Thanksgiving week, so we should all be thankful that I'm giving you a video because y'all love me so much. Anyways, I will give you an update and see you in the next clip. Everyone, I just finished Branded Hearts by Sapphire Hale, and it was so good. My final rating for it is going to be 4.75 stars. As y'all know, I love Sapphire Hale. I love all her works. I love all her writing. But this is the lowest book I rated of hers, actually. But 4.5 or 4.75 is still like an amazing rating. So I still stand by that rating. I think that's a great rating in that. Even though I rated it the lowest, there were certain parts of it that I liked more than the other books. I loved Caden's and Winter's story. I felt it was very heartfelt and just spoke from the home, and there was a lot of like struggles that the characters had, and I feel like Sapphire like correctly like explained them and like helped to like establish them in the book. And there was a bunch of like representation and like diversity of like Christians, like Christianity. So I feel like if you don't like that stuff, this book is not going to be for you. Or if you don't care to read about it, then I don't know. I felt like it was a big part of it, but some people may say it wasn't that big of a part. Their meet cute was super cute. Their relationship was super cute. I will say the only reason I didn't rate it higher was because I didn't get that 5-star feeling. It was great, but it was almost there. Like I just needed a little bit else, and then it would have been there, and it would have been good. And then also I struggled a little bit at the beginning just because they were already established. And it was a little bit slower at the beginning. But besides that, I thought it was great. I really loved it. So yeah, I'm sad now that the series is over, but I'm really happy that I read it, because I've gone on a journey with Sapphire Hale, and I just love her books so much. So yeah, I will be continuing to read all of her books. I only have 3 more to go if I want to read her whole checklist. So, okay. So, let me explain to you my dilemma, because I told myself that future Maddie would deal with this, and well, it's future me, so I'm gonna have to deal with this. So I'll put a picture up again of the list, like on the screen. I'll put it up of like the new updated list. Okay, so basically I just took that one series off. So I was like, well, Throne of Glass only have 1 book left. You know, like, why don't I do that? I think I haven't picked up the series since like September, I want to say. So I need to do that. Like that's something I need to do. So, and then I went to like check it out or like reserve it at my library, and guess what? They were all checked out. All 3 of the copies. And I didn't want to go to the store and buy a $20 book. Not me. Not me, not I. So, I am looking at this list, and I am just a little bit upset. And so then my next thought was like, well, I'll go to This Woven Kingdom, because that's a story that I recently read, and I really want to continue it, and I've heard great things about it, and, you know, a lot of people are reading it. And my library did have a copy, but I was not going to drive 40 minutes away to a different library to get that book. I'm sorry. So yesterday I put it on reserve, so it should be coming to my library hopefully in the next 2 or 3 days. So with all that leaving me to say, I could start Crowns of Nyxia, the second novel, but I don't really want to do that. And I could start another like romance, but I don't really want to do that. I think I need a break. I think I need something else. So to finish off a series that I started at the beginning of this year, I know this is the first book I read in this year of January, and I'm finally gonna finish the series now, and that is Arc of a Scythe. It is the 4th book. It is an add-on book like to the series. I've read the main trilogy, but it's like an add-on book. So here it is on my shelf. It is called Gleanings. It's short compared to the other books in the series. But yeah, so like all that. I just flipped to page 67. But like, yeah, sorry, that was so unnecessary. But this is like 420 pages. 423, I just looked at. But yeah, these are just basically shorter stories that have to deal with the main series. I don't know how much I'm gonna like this because the first book I really liked, the second book I liked too, and then the third book, it went kind of downhill for me. I think I've rated the third book like 3.75 stars, which is not bad, but typically a conclusion and it should be a lot better than that, or typically conclusions are a lot better than that. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but we will see. Hello everyone, I am currently 68 pages into Gleanings by Neal Shusterman, and so far I'm just not really feeling it. I don't know, I'm just not very, I don't feel very interested in the story as at least I should be, or I should try to be. But yeah, I'm not super interested, so I'm gonna keep reading to see and find out. But I wanted to show you something really cool that my bed up here does. Look at that. Anyway, I think it's really cool. Having it like that. Anyways, I just wanted to check in with y'all. So as you saw in the last couple of clips, I started reading Gleanings by Neal Shusterman, which I have it right here, and I have decided to DNF this book. I was not feeling it. There was multiple different things in this book that just were completely wrong in my opinion. Just like, and it reminded me of why I didn't like the third book as much and why as the series progressed I didn't like it. Just because, this is my biggest thing, guys, but politics, like real life politics, need to stay out of books. Like fake politics and like world politics that are like made up in the book series, that's completely fine. But I think politics should stay out of books. I don't think that we need to express our political opinions and agendas and views in the book, because that causes divide. And personally, I don't agree with like necessarily having that kind of stuff. So yeah, I will not be continuing with this book. But I'm glad I read the whole series, and I'm glad I gave it a try. You know, I got this series for Christmas last year. So I'm glad that I was able to get to it this year and really enjoyed it. And it did further my reading journey. I will say that. It did. It did further my reading journey, and I'm really happy for that. Yeah. With all that being said, that is a book off of the list. So I will put a picture up on the screen, but I'm going to go ahead and delete it. But now I am in the middle of 4 current book series that are like out right now, and then I'm in the middle of 4 that aren't out yet. So that's 8. That's not bad at all in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just so excited to see what the future what is in store for the future with these book series, and I am just very proud of everything with the book series. I want to apologize because this video I feel like wasn't my best video, and I'm really sorry for that, but I want to go ahead and give y'all this because I feel as though I was trying my best. It was a really crappy week, but I did not film on Thursday. I didn't film on Thursday or Friday because Thursday was Thanksgiving, so happy late Thanksgiving, and Friday was Black Friday. Again, happy Black Friday. I hope you found some great deals and stuff, and I hope you really enjoyed your time with your family, and that's why I did not film. But all the books that I put in here I started last Saturday, so that's why I'm wrapping this up again. But it's not my best work, but it's some of my best quality. It's a real authentic me. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy. If you liked it, give it a like up. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. I would love to do a better one of these, but I feel like in order for me to do that, I need to start reading more series. Just gonna put that out there because I feel like that's part of the problem, is that I'm not reading enough series. I'm not in the middle, and so my options are limited. So basically, from this experiment, this tells me that I need to read more series because I have eliminated series in this video. So I eliminated 3 series in this video. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, with all that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video. Really hope you enjoy. Again, tell me what you think in the comments. If you'd like me to do a part 2, I can continue with these. I love watching these videos. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your family. And so I will see you guys in my very next video. Bye!